Hi, this is Captain Al Lorenzetti for skimmeroutdoors.com, bringing you the weekend update and fishing report. And today we're down at Trophy Tackle, of course. Magnificent place where I spend all my money. Looking at the weather for this weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend. It looks like it's going to be not the greatest for Friday and Saturday, a passing shower. It looks like it's going to clean up by late Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday and Monday look like pretty decent days, but no strong winds through the whole time, maybe 15 miles an hour at most. So for inshore fishing, it's going to be fine. Offshore, I don't know about that. It's going to be a little bit dicey on the offshore scene. But anyway, fishing reports this week. Finally, we had some nice bass. This past Tuesday, I fished with George from Babylon Boat Works, George Ursack, and we had striped bass on live bait up to 28 pounds. We had a couple in the 20s and a couple of, 18s, 17s, whatever, drifting live bait. Fluke fishing also, we did a little fluking, and there were some nice fish around in the deeper channels. So that's certainly worth a shot. But I guess the bass fishing, that news is great. It's really the start of the spring run, so I guess a lot of people will be fishing for them over this weekend. And fluke fishing is also worthwhile, as I mentioned. And there's still flounder out there. The flounder season is still open. And the big news, the blowfish are in. There's a catch of blowfish down in the Sore Thumb Pocket and some of the channels, north-south channels as well, so you got to chum them up. Clam or worm on a hook works out pretty well. I want to mention a couple other things. I posted a report about catching these striped bass, and on the report I mentioned bluefish, which are everywhere. Bluefish from 6 to 15 pounds, all over the bay, all over the inlet. So I mentioned it in the report, and Scott Roberts from Roberts Plywood up in Deer Park, I got a message back from him. Al, could you spend some time talking about how you put these bluefish up for shark baits? And do you salt them? Do you do this, that, whatever to them? I said, I didn't tell him anything. So here's the answer, Scott. You take your bluefish, when you get home, you throw them in a garbage bag, you wrap them up, and you throw them in a freezer. That's how I prepare my bluefish for shark baits. Also another big news item, the spring tournament, Suffolk Marine Anglers, is coming up very soon. June 8th is the tournament date. It'll be run from the Babylon Village Dock. Hospice and Miller's Ale House are primarily our sponsors and the people we're going to donate money to. So it's going to be a really great tournament. We're looking to get 50 boats, and the captain's meeting is at Miller's Ale House on Thursday the 5th. So it's not an expensive tournament. I recommend everyone get in there. Proceeds go to hospice, and it's a great event. There's going to be activities down at the dock. We'll have tents there. There's going to be food available. Miller's is going to be represented down there, and hospice will be there as well. So should be an excellent tournament. And the tackle tip of the week, pink. Pink is in. There's a good bite of weakfish going on down by Ocean Beach, Point of Woods, up off of the Heckscher Flats and some of the deeper channels. Some nice fish are being caught. I've heard of fish. I heard of an 11-pounder, never saw it. I mentioned that last week. But this week, solid report, 8-pound fish, some 9-pound fish. The average is anywhere from 3 to 6. But pink has been the hot color. Top of the flood's been a good tide. Get down there, work them, and you're sure to catch some fish and have a blast with the bluefish. So holiday weekend coming up, get out there, have a great time, catch them up, be safe.